They weren't allowed to sue because of COVID-19. Stand-up comedy's illegal. Should they start a Twitch stream? What was Steve to do? Wonder Dan to keep being funny. So over the internet weekly from 2 time zones, they started taking questions just like a live show. Steve was quick, Dan was quick, they were slick, and together their money. Who would have guessed that the jokes they described could be drawn by Lydia in almost no time? Now Taylor's behind the desk, please don't mute me. He'll mute anybody. Yes, Steve, and Steve Dan's the fella in red who makes sure all our jingles rhyme. Now my flamingos, it's Ask Us Everything time.
Yay!
And that was excellent. That was excellent. And is that, oh my gosh, that's Dan's mom.
Yay!
This is my mum. She's asked me to give her a microphone, but you can say hello if you like, Mum.
Hello, how are you?
Yay!
Well, now it makes sense. She's Australian also.
It all checks out. This is honestly her worst nightmare, so please be gentle. Yeah, I tried to send her the Zoom link and she was like, please could...
Here because I love him.
Us too. So.
How dare you? It's for my musical talent.
Yeah, what an incredible jingle that you have there, Dan. Nicely done. This is the Mother's Day episode, so Dan's mother is here with him live in his studio. And my mother is coming to us from Zoom from New York. So my mother is now when we're introducing you. So throw on that camera and throw on that mic. And we'll add you to the screen. There she is.
Hey.
She lives in a very blurry home.
Lucky you wrote that book about your childhood, Steve, so people can see it in their mind's eye.
Well, not the same home anymore. It has been several different iterations of homes since I grew up. But anyway, this is my mother, Ellen, everybody.
Hi.
Hello, Ellen.
So the way the show works, as Taylor explained, and by the way, Taylor, when you add more detail, you totally got it. That was, you didn't freak out. You did a great job. And one other thing I would like to add, that when you do participate in a game, put your volume back up to normal so we can hear you.
Thank you.
But everything else, he said, absolutely nailed it. And we want to start, I'm going to jump right in because there are so many new people, there's so many games today, and we're going to start with an absolute ridiculous game. So for those of you who have been with the show a long time know that occasionally we do a game called Friend Off, where we try to see if Dan and I know each other better than the fans know us. But there's going to be a little twist now, because you are competing with my own mother as to who knows me best. So the way this works is I will read a series of statements. If you think it's true, you put your hands up. If you think it's false, you hold your nose. Mom,
smells like
asked,
shit.
It's Taylor. This is a family show. How dare you?
Thank you. Finally, Steve agrees it's a family show.
So today it is. So, but Mom, what I ask you to do is don't weigh in till everyone else has their answers locked in, because some people are just going to try to cheat by seeing what you do. So we will see whether or not you can outlast the fans.
Yeah. The assumption is that the fans think that Ellen knows you better than them. Unbelievable. My mum is actually going to play as well. We're going to compete to see who knows you better. Because this is the first time you've met, right? You've met Leo before. Leo turns up. He's bloody everywhere. Yeah. But this is the first time with Patsy.
I met your dad at a show in Sydney.
Yes.
And then over email several times.
Mum, so
On that thing as well, on that list.
yeah, he's on that list. That's my mum being like, I thought the divorce would stop the emails. No. So, all right, Steve, should we get the jingle going? Should we start the friend off?
Let's do the jingle. And by the way, the best way to watch this one is in gallery view. So if you're watching on your computer, put it in gallery view.
Top right of your Zoom screen.
Yeah, top right.
Bang, let's do it.
Click view and change it to gallery. And that way we can see who's in. All right.
Flamingos and flamingoritas. Prepare yourselves. It's a friend off. Who knows you better?
And I realized we didn't even say this is our 100th episode. This is
Yay!
I feel like the mums have kind of taken it over. You know what I mean? Like, who cares about the 100th episode? We got double mums here.
and some people, I see some people on screen have their moms with them as well. So
It's very exciting. We're gonna have to keep it quite clean today. But Steve, let's get some of these truths or lies. What's happening?
All right. Oh, we got to keep it clean. I got to write some new ones. Here we go. Theme, it is all about my childhood, and I tried to write stuff pre-Ginger Kid so that people wouldn't know from just reading the book. All right. So first one is, I graduated my grade school as the top student in my class. I got an award for it and everything.
What do you reckon, Ma? Do you reckon Steve seems smart?
Well,
True, I
don't.
think
She's not going to register. She doesn't do hers until we're ready. All right.
No, I was talking to my mum, Steve.
Oh, okay. About everybody has done it. All right, Mom, put
I'm
yours
you
in
going
as
true
well.
or false?
True.
Okay, put your hands up. You got it.
That is absolutely true.
Fuck!
Yay!
Sorry.
I'm out. I didn't believe that at all. Patsy's in though. Patsy had faith in
on the
you.
first one.
I lost on the first one. I just didn't. I thought your schools were massive, like 500 people and stuff. So to be the number one is very impressive. My primary school had 30 people, and I still came second. It was not good.
Our schools are very large, but also very stupid.
Very good point. If you got it wrong, please turn your camera off.
Okay,
Yeah,
well
if
Patsy's
you
still in
have
the
it wrong,
game.
turn your
I'll step
camera
out of
off.
frame.
So we see who's still left. Okay, here we go. Ready? My next one. Okay. All right. While we had a strict bedtime in my household, I used to sneak out of bed constantly around 1 a.m. to watch infomercials with my brother.
Patsy likes it. Patsy thinks it's good.
All right, everybody get there. Register yours. All right. Mom, your vote. She is correct. I did that all the time. Because we grew up without cable, that's why we watched infomercials, because that was the best thing on TV at 1 a.m. All right. Here we go. Okay.
Just remember, if you got it wrong, please do turn your camera off. We're going to get this down to one. It's the last mum standing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was my 4th grade class president. All right.
Patsy's remaining positive about Steve's achievements. He seems like a go-getter.
Mom, put your vote in. Incorrect. I was not. Not only was I not my 4th grade class president, but I believe it was in 5th grade when I ran, and I lost by a whole lot.
I don't mean to put you down, Steve. Very, very believable that you're very smart. Not very believable you're very popular back then.
I thought they would want a smart leader. That's the problem. They don't vote for the best candidate. All right.
Our election's in 2 weeks, Steve's, and I'm going to tell you, the smart guy is losing by a bigger margin than you.
All right. Here we go. Okay. This is a fun one. All right. There's a tradition at bar mitzvahs to throw candy at the bar mitzvah boy. And it's hard candy, so it can hurt sometimes. At my bar mitzvah, I caught a bunch of it, and I threw it at my brother. Like back from the pulpit. All right, did everyone vote yes? All right, you are correct. I certainly did that. Okay, here's another one, because I think everybody got that one. All right. Okay. Right. I didn't curse in front of my mother until I graduated high school, and even then, it was an accident.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fucking lie, Steve.
I believe that one.
Did everybody vote yes?
Vote Anna.
Anna voted no. I don't see Sally's vote. I don't see.
I
It says
think
Christopher's
Sally might
vote.
be tech things. I'll get.
Okay. All right, and is that Christopher Wright? Are you voting? Okay, you're unmuted. So yes or no. Either way, Mom, what is yours? That is correct.
I knew.
There's actually a story in my new book about a family friend of ours who, when he was talking to my mother about my career about a year in, my mother was very complimentary and said like, oh, Steven's doing very well. And then she leaned in and just goes, although I notice he's discovered the F word. My act know why that's so funny. So
Discovered like you're a Magellan or something.
yeah. Well, the family friend said, "Oh, Ellen, I hate to tell you, but Steve invented it." Anyway, okay. Here's another one. My childhood bully punched me in the face and got suspended for it.
Ooh. How many are left? We got about 10?
7.
We got
Seven.
7 and my mom, who has not been wrong yet.
True. Look at that punchable face.
No. It's false because the bully didn't get punished because the world is
That's
cruel.
what I was thinking.
All right. Mom,
Yeah,
what's
that's
your
what I
vote?
thought.
Ooh.
So the bully did get suspended, but it was because I punched him in the face.
Get out of here, Leedy.
He had been torturing me for so long, and he did something particularly egregious, where he made fun of me for a death I had in the family.
Oh, those people.
And
No.
I just had enough, and I turned and I hit him, and I one shot knocked him over. And then they suspended him because they were like, what did you do to Steve to make him do that?
That's so much darker than I thought. When you said he did something egregious, I thought you meant improv.
Now Leedy has discovered the F finger. All right. Okay, here's another one. We got to eliminate a couple more people now. We're down to 5 here.
Yep.
Okay. My sister Sharon and I pretended we had an entertainment gossip show, and we went as far as to actually write several episodes.
Yep, I believe that.
Turns out my mother wins.
Ellen
Because
win?
you were all wrong. Oh wait, I didn't have her vote. I forgot to have her vote on that one.
Yeah, she still wins.
She still wins.
Wait, then she got it wrong too. She just raised her hands. That is incorrect. My sister
did.
No, my sister Sharon and I, we wanted to do a sports radio show. We didn't write anything. We just recorded a bunch of like stingers for a sports radio show that never existed.
Well, that's what I thought you'd.
Tricked you. I said entertainment
ambiguous
gossip. We were
question.
not those type of kids. We did not care about entertainment
I
gossip.
believe Ellen's saying loophole.
Loophole.
All right, we'll do another one. Okay.
Wow.
I have one more then.
Yeah.
I had 2 pets growing up, a turtle and a goldfish that died immediately.
That's got to be true. That's got to be true.
True.
Patsy and I feeling very strong about the true on that one.
Yeah.
Put in your votes.
Goldfish always die immediately.
That is, Mom, what is your vote? All right, that is true. It is
With
true.
multiple goldfish, and they all died immediately.
And not only that, but the turtle, by the way, the story behind the turtle was that when I was a little kid, I absolutely loved turtles. I'm talking 4 or 5 years old. I was obsessed with turtles. I thought they were the best. And then my mother got me a turtle, but not until I was 13. And it was in 8th grade. And she brought home, she's like, I have a surprise for you. And she showed me a turtle. And I was like, what the hell is that? And she said, you love turtles. And I was like, loved. And then I just had to take care of a turtle for 2 years until we moved.
What happened when you moved? Did it take over the lease?
All right, let's get those cameras back on.
I think we gave it away when we moved. But yeah, I had a turtle. The turtle's name was, so Sharon and I looked in a baby naming book that my parents had because they had every book that existed. And we found that the name Irvin meant brave friend, and the name Orvin meant of the sea, and so we named him Irvin Orvin, brave friend of the sea. Really cowardly friend of the tank. So, basically, in every 2 days, we had to change the water, and we had to feed him every day. And basically, it was the sweetest way anyone has ever brought me home chores. Mom, I'm very impressed. You got all of them right. The one that you got wrong was a loophole. I will admit to that. And so, nicely done.
My mum was very impressed.
I'm signing off now. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have a lovely Mother's Day.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for joining.
Thanks, Matt.
Adorable.
While we were on mute, because my mum was like, "Can I leave now?" I was like, "It was like you shouldn't have got me. You should have got your dad in a wig." And I'm like, "That's why you're funnier than Dad." You know? I would have loved the limelight. Couldn't get enough.
All right. What's the next game, Dan?
Thank you, man.
Bye.
I enjoy that with your background, she's just walking off the earth.
Because it's flat.
It's flat, dude. You can leave. You can just go the other side. It's fine. Next game, Steve. I do believe we're doing reverse icebreakers next. We're gonna break some goddamn ice backwards.
Let's go.
Breakers.
All right, so it's a classic, an Ask Us Everything classic. You tell us the answer, we try and guess the question. And Steve, just for language purposes, is your mum going to be watching the whole show, or is she signing off as well?
For a couple
I'm
more
here.
segments, because we want people to have the opportunity to ask her questions.
Okay, sure. I just, I will use my radio language then. Hello.
Wait, your American radio language or your Australian radio language? Because you have different rules than we do.
That's true. Let's go American radio language. Oh my God, Kira, so good to see you. It's a pleasure. Are you going great or awesome?
I hate that.
All right, Kira, what is the answer? We will guess the question.
The answer is scorpion.
Scorpion. What was your nickname in high school?
Oh, so cool.
What was a pet that you got at age 13, 5 years too late?
What happened to my turtle?
Mortal Kombat?
I just tried to cross a river, Oh wait, no, it's the frog, the scorpion and the frog, not the turtle. Okay, not important. I apologize. The turtle makes more sense. It's got a little landing pad like a punt. That's the closest I'll come to saying that word today. I promise.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Kira, what is the name of the biker gang that you have joined?
I think it's actually, I reckon, in a very rare case, because you're Canadian, right? I think you got stung by a turtle in the Canadian wild. The only, sorry, not stung by a turtle, stung by a scorpion. The only, I mean, some of these turtles have wicked zingers. You know what I mean? Like you're stung verbally by a turtle. They deliver it slowly, so it hurts more. But I think you actually got stung by a scorpion or drank one in a tequila shot. That's a genuine guess. I think one of those two things happened.
Those are
Steve?
solid guesses. Kira, what is the question?
Well, the question is, what did I wrap around me unbeknownst to me one time when I was about 7 years old?
Ooh.
I have more to that story.
Continue.
Yeah.
A scorpion?
Okay, so I was in Mexico on vacation. I was in the pool. I got out of the pool. I took my towel, wrapped it around me. I had it on for, I don't remember how long, but a significant amount of time. And then I thought, it feels like there's something on my back. So I took off my towel. I put it on the chair. I looked, and there's this little ball of black something. And I was like, what is that? My parents say, get back. And then the scorpion inflates itself and unravels itself with its tail coming out like that. And so I had a live scorpion wrapped around me for a little bit of time.
You were just wearing a scorpion.
Yeah.
I was. And you know what? This was the same trip that I woke up with a lizard in my pants.
What? God.
She mentioned that previously.
About that one, but
I'll give you some motherly advice. Don't go back there.
Yeah.
That is good advice.
the idea that you were just wearing a scorpion and you weren't even at the Met Gala. Like,
Yeah.
That would kill now. I mean, I don't know. Lizard in the pants, scorpion on the back. That's more action than Steve and I got.
Does that describe a mullet somehow?
Scorpion on the back
Scorpion
here.
in the back. You know how it is.
Yeah. Well, that works. All right. Thank you so much, Kira. I was close. No sting. Lucky for the no sting. Do scorpions, are they deadly or no? They just hurt like
They
hell.
can be.
Can be. Okay.
Wait, what? Why are you asking us?
They're not really our thing. Do we have
Is
them?
it not?
I think we have them.
Thought you had,
I
like,
think
worse
you have
ones.
so many killer animals that you don't bother noticing the scorpions.
Yeah. Yeah. Like they're kind of like the alternative, you know, like the indie deadly animal. It's just like, yeah, I heard of them, you know.
You're like,
I'm
yeah, we
I'm
got
the-
scorpions, whatever. The sharks will eat them. They'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, I think spiders do kill scorpions. Anyway, not important. But appropriately, I believe we got a little bit of a guest star for this segment who is Australian, and maybe he can tell me if we bloody have scorpions here. Please welcome my mate, Dane Simpson. Dane, where are you? Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Do we
Whoa,
have
look at the lighting
scorpions?
change.
I reckon we do. But they're not that good. Like they're not as good as the American ones.
Everything's bigger in Texas, even the poison. And they liked it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dane, a very well-known Australian comedian.
Yes.
Got to meet him when we did that show in Wagga.
Yep.
Dane is Wagga's favorite son because he's the only person to ever be famous from Wagga
Hey.
who doesn't play sports.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh,
It was-
Dane, your mic is
Yep,
doing a
switch,
crazy thing.
switch.
Yeah.
Radio.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dane, I think your mic cord has been eaten by a scorpion.
I don't know what's happening. We tried to figure it out, so I've
That's what happens, man. You go to diss Wagga Wagga and suddenly they're static. You know, they don't want to hear it.
Dane and I have a bit of static sometimes. So.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, doing the switch. That's lovely. All right, so Dane, you know how the game works. You're going to give us an answer. We're going to try and guess, mate. What do you got?
Yeah. All right. The answer is, and then my dad said, "Yeah, I'll do it at the pub."
Ooh.
And my dad said, "Yeah, I'll do it at the pub." How
Okay.
did he respond when the divorce attorney asked him to sign the papers?
Oh, you've accidentally just answered it correctly. No,
That would be incredible. I like that Dane's on screen as Kayla Dart enters, the most Australian name of all time, Kayla Dart. They're in the waiting room coming through. So I'll do it.
Borrow a dart. I think is what you want.
Borrow a dart, fang us a dart. Yeah, you know. All right. So, yeah, I'll do it at the pub. Like, is it because there's quite a good story of your dad at your wedding? Is that part of it? Maybe he was like a witness and he was like going to sign the papers at the pub or something. Not the divorce. We'll go the other route, Steve.
No, it's not. But it is a recent story, so you're getting there. But it's not. It's certainly not from the wedding.
Just to
I'm
give
talking
you
about last week.
last week. Oh.
Did your father's doctor tell him he had to quit drinking?
Every single time he goes to the doctor.
Getting closer.
Yeah, well, like there's an election coming up in Australia. Is it like where he's going to watch the leadership debate? You know, I think Bo's pretty on top of Australian politics. You know, takes a keen interest. No,
Yeah, he's in that weird grey area that loves politics but loves to go to the pub. Like it's a weird.
yeah, politics at the pub. That's like an Australian show, I think. God, we're embarrassing. Anyway, what I got? I'm not good on. I'm usually Bo stories. I'm pretty on top of. You know, he had like the Elvis Presley driver's license. He's got a lot of like practical kind of jokes. But what isn't he doing at the pub? You know,
Well, 100%. That is accurate.
Yeah.
Dane, fill us in. What is the question?
The question is, well, the story really goes is last week I was talking to Dad and he brought up death as he always does. I don't know why. It's basically because I'm
it's
laughing
coming
at
for
him.
us all, Dane.
Well,
I don't know if you heard about the scorpion, but yeah, it's coming.
and he, and I said, whoa, Dad, what if I died before you? What would you do then? And he just got all serious on me and was like, I don't reckon any parent should see their kid pass away. I would visit you every day. And I was like, really? That's lovely. And he said, yeah, because I'd bury you at the pub.
This was the first one of the show. And getting work from Bo yet again.
I love the idea that what he'll do, he'll cremate you, and so he'll just have 2 cups in front of him.
And mix up one of them at some point.
Exactly. A couple of drinks deep, he's like, oh, that's too dry. That's not even Carlton dry. That's Dane dry. Unbelievable. But one just fun fact, I've done a gig in an Australian pub where the locals table, like the guys who go to the pub every day, was in the shape of a coffin. And they had scratched all the names of the locals who died into the table.
Oh my God.
So I wasn't the only person who died in that pub. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's like, how is the gig? Be like, I killed, but not in the way you'd want.
Yeah. I was on the way out just scratching my name into the table. Another one. But obviously, fantastic story, Dane. Do you want to stick around and guess the last reverse icebreaker with us? You can have a guess.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. All right. It's Taylor. Who we got? Who's our final reverse icebreaker?
Lola.
Hi.
Lola. Hey, mate. How are you?
Good. Tired. It's early, late, something.
Lola is in Europe, so that's a very fair statement.
The answer is an unpaid taxi fare in Thailand.
An unpaid taxi fare in Thailand. What is the only crime you've ever committed?
No.
What is the only crime they take seriously in Thailand? Yeah. But you better pay those taxis.
Why did you get in that tuk-tuk with that creep? I feel like why are you getting in a taxi in Thailand? Tuk-tuks exist. They're like an inch of the price.
I love that Dane is playing the game instead of guessing the question. He's like, I'm gonna give you some serious travel advice right now.
Look, Australians have very, very big opinions on Thailand. What do you reckon, Steve? Come on, we can do this. We can solve this.
Taxi fare in Thailand. What gave them the idea for Uber?
Wait, all right, I got a real one. A real one. Here we go. An unpaid taxi fine in Thailand. What costs more than bribing the police to get away with not paying a taxi driver in Thailand?
Pretty good.
I think the bribe is cheap. I reckon you can get it done. All right, Dan, you want one more crack at it? You feeling confident?
I'm not, but
You're playing the game right.
has this got something to do with like the death penalty for trying to buy cocaine in Thailand? Is that?
I love that Dane's 2 guesses. One was like genuine travel advice, and one went completely the other end of the spectrum.
I think that Dane picked up the vibe of the show immediately. You know what I mean? It's perfect. That's exactly what we've been doing for 100 episodes. Too far, too not far enough. Just
Yeah,
bang.
We gotta find that bill.
You got it.
Split the uprights, my friend. That was perfect.
All right, Lola, please tell us the real question.
Well, you were all kind of in the right direction.
Ow.
What did my mom and I think we were gonna get arrested for?
but actually didn't. We were in rural northern Thailand where there are no tuk-tuks, so that was the reason why we took a taxi. And
And you're trying to buy cocaine.
Succeeded in buying cocaine.
It was with my mom. No.
Oh, she was buying you. Okay. Nice.
You're like, why would I pay for it? It was, come on.
It was a family holiday. It's a family show. Sorry, Lola, please.
Exactly. He went the wrong direction. And when we complained, he tried to get more money out of us. So he wasn't even negotiating. So we just kind of took our bags and started to storm off. This was in the middle of banana fields, like looking around us. And he started to follow us. And we thought, oh, he changed his mind. He's gonna take us anyway. But he just took a picture of us and left. So we then hitchhiked, and we kind of started to freak out that maybe I don't know, either he's gonna send the picture to every taxi driver in the area, like, don't take them, or he's gonna call the police. Like, he knew where we were gonna go. Yeah, he knew where we were gonna go. He knew where we stayed the night before. Like, he could have found out our names. We had a lot of hours to freak out about it.
The idea that in Thailand you get in a taxi and the taxis just go, hang on a sec, I've got to go through these 100 match you, just to make sure you've never stolen from a taxi.
Also, by the way, this is the worst sequel to I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Not bad, not bad.
It's
I like
a
it.
crossover to Hangover 4 as well.
It's like, dude, do you remember paying for that taxi last night? No, let's retrace our steps just in case. Sick.
That is incredible, Lola. I'm very glad that they did not arrest you and that you did not get banned by the Taxi Union of Thailand.
Wait, what's this? Wait, what?
Wait.
The Taxi Union of
one more
Thailand?
sentence.
The union, really? Sure.
After arguing with the park rangers at the national park we wanted to go to, we were dropped off at the police station.
Oh.
Because
is this why
of
Lola's in like a
miscommunication.
non-extradition country? Is that what's going on here?
Yes.
It had nothing to do with the taxi driver in the morning. They thought, oh, they're gonna need a phone. The police station has a phone.
Oh.
They were all really aggressive and scary and didn't speak any English and just drove us to the police station. My mom and I were freaking out, so I called the Austrian consulate.
By the way, that is a language that when you hear it spoken, it does sound like everyone's mad at you no matter what you do.
Yeah, like German.
Languages, German, Chinese is like that as well, where like it just sounds like people are yelling, but that's just the inflection.
Yeah.
And so if you don't know what they're saying, that's terrifying, especially while being dropped off at a police station, having just committed a terrible crime.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't let an American accuse other accents of yelling. I think that,
especially with someone from New York.
Yeah.
It's true though. When I was in China for the first time, I was getting a cab and I was with another comic who spoke Chinese, and we're waiting in the taxi line, and the people in front of us are these two, very like kind of almost like mousy looking girls. And all of a sudden, they are yelling at the cab driver, and the cab driver is yelling back at them, and they are just fighting. And I turn to the other comic, and I go, "What the hell is happening?" And he goes, "Oh, they're saying that they want to take the highway, and he's saying that they want to take surface streets." And I was like, "And they're fighting about this?" And he goes, "No, they're just talking."
To be fair, that's how my mum shows me love, by yelling at me. Completely understandable.
Now, Dan, one of the reasons I picked this one, because I believe in a previous episode, you talked about doing a runner in Thailand.
Well,
and then you didn't tell the story. So.
Wouldn't you know it? It was in northern Thailand, and I told the guy where to take me, and he took me to some fucking field in the middle of nowhere, and he showed me this picture of an Austrian family. And I was like, I don't know him. I'm Australian. I don't know where to find them, but I'll give you 20 baht if that's enough. You know, like, let's cover it. No, I really did get abducted by this guy, and he was like, just have a shower in the hotel. That's what he wanted me to do, so then I have to pay for the hotel. And I'm like, I'm not having a fucking shower in the middle of this random field hotel outside of Chiang Mai. So I just ran for it. And like, he ran after me, and I like threw some money at him, kept running. And then I had to like jump over a couple of fences. Then I was in like some Thai village, and I was like, where the fuck am I? This is like 5 a.m. I'm shit-faced, by the way. And I had a flight at 9 a.m. So I was just trying to get out of there. And then I like ran, and I found a military base. So I was asking them, I was like, where is Chiang Mai? And they yelled at me in Thai, and I was like, that way, got it. And ran. And I got back to my hotel at about 8. And we made the flight.
I gotta say, Dan, it's so nice when my mother can meet my friends.
Yeah. Ironically, flew home from Perth yesterday, missed my flight due to being shit-faced, but I walked home. You know, didn't get lost. Totally my fault. The alarm didn't wake me up. It was. Oh.
Can I tell the real story? Because I was with Daniel at this time. We were in Chinatown, in Sydney, and
not in Thailand. I was confused.
Yeah, he just jumped out of a cab and ran off, throwing money at me. It was weird.
I want to make it very clear. Dane is telling the exact truth. I don't have a passport. I'm very confused. Pretend to have traveled. You know, it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's so funny. The exact same thing happened to you. Maybe that's a good grift over there. They take you to the wrong place, you pay more, they take you to the right place. Whatever.
But
I reckon
we
do the
didn't
runner.
win. I think I win.
Yeah.
You threw money, she didn't.
I don't know if you won. I definitely lost. That's all I know. You know? Another good loss for me.
Lola, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lola.
Participating.
And Dane, obviously.
Yeah, Dane, thank you for joining the show. If for those who don't know Dane's stuff, hilarious comic. Please follow him on all socials. Absolutely awesome. Thank you, Dane. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers, Dan.
Yeah,
Hello, mate. Thank you.
What I would like to do now is let's take a question from my mother.
Take a question from Mom. A Mom question. Whoa.
And there's my stepdad. Or that could just be a picture in her background. I don't know. Oh no,
Very, very stationary.
Okay, so who's gonna make me regret something?
All right, hold on. 2 seconds. Anna, did you have a question?
Yes.
Yes, let's go for it.
So I was wondering, what's the maddest you ever got at Steve? Like, what's the most trouble he ever got in? And what did he do?
Good question.
That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to.
Surely it's got to be at some point during this show. I'd be upset if my son was doing this for a living, you know?
I think the moment she got the text that said, "Do you want to do the show on Sunday?" All right, Mom. Do you have a? Is there a moment?
I can't think of one.
I was such a good kid.
Such a memorable kid.
This is the first time we're meeting, actually.
The worst thing he ever did.
The maddest you ever got at him. I mean.
No, let's stick with worst thing he ever did. That sounds fun. That sounds like a Christmas at my family. Let's get this on the table.
Well, as it turns out, Dan, we don't have Christmas in my family. So.
I have heard.
So Mom, do you have an example when I
was?
What?
You showed up drunk to your uncle's funeral.
That was Adam.
Mom, that was Adam.
That was accident.
That was absolutely Adam. I was like 13.
That's why she was so mad.
13 and drunk?
All I ever did was something my brother did.
I was going to say, if Steve's ever shown up too drunk for a funeral, it changes everything I know about this man. Like, everything.
That was Adam. I wasn't 13. I think I was 15 at the time. I think he was recently 20. So he was in college. I remember this very well. Because like I didn't know that much about, I certainly had never drank at that point. And so it was just something where it was like, it wasn't just that he drank, it was that he smelled like he was currently drinking. Yeah.
All right.
I remember that one.
So
anyway, thanks, Mom, for answering the question. Really appreciate it. We should move on.
I can't believe Steve's never done anything bad. I thought that was just my mum, who's like, he's a good boy.
By the way, a funny thing that Adam did do was because we never had alcohol in the house at all. Neither one of my parents drank, and so it just wasn't a thing that existed in our home. And the day he turned 21, he just put a 6-pack in the fridge.
Feisty. I like it.
Yeah. He was like, "What are you gonna do? It's legal." So.
Taylor, do we have another question for Ellen, or is that the?
No, we got a couple.
Oh, okay. This is very exciting.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
Dan Brown, what you got?
On a scale of, and hello, thank you so much for doing this, by the way. Thank you. On a scale of 0 to 10, how hard-headed would you say Steve was as a child? Like, if he got entrenched on something, was he an immovable object?
Before you answer this, I
can answer this right away.
Before you answer this, Mom, just so you know, the amps don't go up to 11 on this one. It's just
you can add numbers. You can add numbers if you need to.
I know the answer to this one.
I would say 9.5.
I'm just short.
And I would argue with her that you can't use halves.
Exactly. That's
Exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, I've been told I'd argue with a signpost, so I place no judgment.
Okay, 9.5 for hard-headedness. Initially, I thought the actual durability of Steve's head, which I'm going to think pretty high, also.
That's actually true. This is, one of the drawbacks of being tall. Dan, you wouldn't know, but one of the drawbacks of being tall is this is something my mother knows well. My mother's 5'11", and so I recently, like the other day, I stood up on a plane and I kind of hit my head on the overhead, and the flight attendant was just like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I just go, "Yeah."
It happens all the time.
And she was like, "You sure you're right?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm tall. This happens. It just, I'm used to this. This is how I get off planes. I go like this and then I leave." That's
why you always slightly hunch all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I walk around like this. I'm scared of branches.
Spiderwebs is the one that gets you in Australia. You always cop them first. Like short people take the little ones, and the big ones are like, "I'll wait for you, brother."
Yeah. Mom, do you remember the birthday or no birthday story? Do you remember this?
Birthday or no birthday?
Yeah, you were arguing with Adam about it was his birthday, but it was also his turn to do the dishes, and so but he didn't want to do them, and he was just like not doing them. And you were like, "You will do the dishes, birthday or no birthday."
Birthday or no birthday, you do the dishes when it's your turn.
And I just was sitting at the table and I just go, "Birthday." That's what it is. And it thankfully diffused the fight a little bit because they were just both so confused as to why I had chimed in at that moment. But I'm like, it's his birthday. You said birthday or no birthday? I'm like, no, birthday. I appreciate accuracy.
Do we have another question, Taylor?
Yes. Ray, behave.
Lovely. Ellen, thank you for being such a good sport. We do appreciate it.
Do I have to behave?
Yes.
Okay. Well, all right.
Yes.
That changes the question. What is the most surprising thing that Steve did?
By the way, Ray, you just walked my stepdad.
That's true.
It happened.
So
What's
what
happened?
was the question? What was the most? What's a surprising?
What
thing
is
that
the
I've
most
done?
surprising thing that Steve did as a kid? Something that you were like,
ooh.
So, well, he was a little older, but he dropped out of college. And then he went back.
which was more surprising?
I think the going back. I was so happy.
Well, I tricked you into giving me permission to leave in the first place.
Yeah.
Because so I had gotten this interview to work for a company that did the Yankees website.
Yep.
And so I would be working indirectly for the Yankees, but it was like I was basically working for them. And so I asked my mother, I said, hey, I got this potential interview where I might get hired by the Yankees, and we're a Mets family. And I said, if I get this job, can I leave school? And
But
she
you didn't know at the time.
No, I didn't know I had it. It was 7 interviews before I got it. But I asked her, I said, if I get it, can I do it? And my mother was like, yeah. If the Yankees hire a 20-year-old college student to write for them, yes, you can do the job. And then 7 interviews later, I got the job, and I was like, hey, remember when you said I could have this job? And she was like, yes.
Steve, that's exactly what my mom said about going on tour.
What does the
Can I
Yankees
go back
have to
to
do?
college?
What does the Yankees have to do with you going on tour?
But there's a very important piece of why it was okay to work for the Yankees.
Here we go.
I don't know this story.
Because when I was in elementary school, I was a Yankees fan. I had a picture of Mickey Mantle on the wall in my room.
No, that I know. I know that part. I know that we had to turn you. My mother married my father. She converted.
Because before I was a Yankees fan, I was a Brooklyn Dodgers fan.
Yes.
And I went to Ebbets Field.
Which was a weird thing. Most Dodger fans became Mets fans, but you became a Yankee fan. And it was always a weird thing because we were such a Mets house as a kid. But by the way, Mom, I just thought of a story that I don't think you know the truth behind, and I'm going to confess something to you right now.
Uh-oh.
Right. Sorry, Ray, you got to get off the screen for this.
Would you like to take May off as well, just for the true Hollywood story?
Hell yeah.
The way that I would get away with lying to you as a kid was by
What?
telling
You lied to me?
That answered my question.
Buckle up, Mom. So the way that I would get away with lying to you was by sarcastically telling you the truth.
Oh.
And so there was once when I was in high school, and we had just moved to Forest Hills, and you were still going to our old synagogue, which was like a 15-minute drive, something like that. But we lived a block away from the synagogue where my new friends went. And so you woke me up for synagogue, and you were like, it's time to go. And I go, no, I want to go to Forest Hills. I don't want to go to the old one. And you said, yeah, no problem. And so then I knew you were coming home at about 12:15, as you would. And so at about 12, I got out of bed. I put a suit on. And wait, hold on, it gets so much better. So I put a suit on, and I went and I poured myself a bowl of cereal, and I took out the paper, and I was reading the paper, and you came home, and you said, did you go to synagogue? And I said, no. About 15 minutes ago, I woke up, got out of bed, put a suit on, sat down at the table to read the paper. And you said, well, you don't have to be nasty about
Oh my
it.
god.
That's kind of great, but I'm actually pretty afraid for you now,
Can
Steve.
someone get her some flowers?
Off camera.
I'm dying laughing at my mother's not.
I just want to hug her. Ellen, I'll give him a smack for you if you want. Hug her, please. Oh my god.
Oh, that is a story that it just took me 25 years to tell you.
Oh my god.
25 years and 2 books later, the truth comes out.
Wow.
God, you're tiny.
Alini Martini, you're right.
Leedy slapped me on the wrist, but it actually seemed more like a high five, so thank you. All right, let's do some Leedy drawings.
Yeah, but can I ask Ellen a question?
Yes.
Is that possible? Hi, Ellen. I'm your son's sponsor child, and so is Lady. He's a very nice boy. I want you to know that. But
I do know that.
You do know that? Well, not after that story, I thought. All right, so.
Oh.
So I got this question. This is like because of my mum and doing comedy as well. How many years into Steve's career could you enjoy, like before you enjoyed going to his shows?
I enjoyed it from the beginning.
Really?
Yeah, she has terrible taste in comedy. No, she was. I was, and I've said this before. I am a rare case in comedy in that my parents were supportive from the jump.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like, from the very beginning. Also, I was good quicker than you were, Dan. But I was.
That's true.
No, like from the very beginning, she's come to probably 50 of my shows over the course of my career.
When you first started and you were signing books at the Columbia University bookstore.
Yep.
We went to that.
Yep. That was that was the second time I ever did stand up.
Why were you signing books? What?
I wrote a book for collegehumor.com, and so we did a book event at Columbia because that was my alma mater, and so.
Sorry, I thought they were just like giving you like textbooks, and you were just signing them, being like, "Hot data, keep laughing," but like, you know what I mean?
I thought he was doing it at the library, signing them out, just like, yeah, Tuesday.
And I had a big sign for years. You did a gig at a college.
University of Iowa.
The show was on Tuesday, and they spelled Tuesday wrong.
Yep. It was they swapped the U and the E, and I brought the sign home. It was this big old poster
I had that
board.
poster for a long time.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
This is a very different experience. My because my mom didn't she was supportive, but she just was afraid for me the entire time. She's an afraid lady. We're from Australia. There's plenty of stuff that kills you. You know, you got to be careful.
Well, but also, Dan, you left law school. Like, there's a slight difference.
Law school?
I know. It's surprising. I graduated too. I didn't even drop out at any point because I'm not a failure. Anyway, not important.
There's no sports teams to work for, Dan.
That's true.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna write for the Australian Baseball League? Come on.
Hey, I reckon I could pump out the quota of 3 articles a year. The season started. I was thinking the season started. The season's still going. The season's over. Those are the articles each year. I love it. All right, that's fascinating. I like that. I like that you weren't afraid at any point. I think Patsy 2 years ago was when she's like, "Oh, it's going okay, isn't it?" And I'm like, "It's fine."
I figured if he was going to do something that was wild and crazy, he might as well do it when he's young, and he could always come home if it didn't work.
And in fact, that is where I slept many of those nights. I was quite familiar with that couch. Mom, do you wanna stick around for more of the episode? It's up to you.
Sure, I'm having fun. Unless you
All right.
want me to go.
No. You're totally welcome to stick around. All right, let's do some Leedy drawings.
Yeah, let's get Leedy up on the screen.
Oh, I like Leedy's drawing.
Aw.
Leedy. Dia. I wanna draw me. A leader. And I'm sorry, just fun note. When my mum was on mute and I played her one of the jingles, she was like, "You're off key," and I'm like, "Yep."
Katricia in the chat said, "Brace yourself, Ellen," and I think that needed to be brought to attention. Here we go. First up, I have fuck. I thought this was a family show. Then I've got, I'm a homeowner. Then I have the turtle.
Scowl. Very good scowl on the top.
Yeah. Look at him. He's a tough guy. Then I have Steve's megalith.
That's really tasteful, lady. Good job.
Thank you. You're welcome.
For the first time, she's like, can't bring things up.
I haven't drawn a dick once yet. It's amazing.
No, I know you drew it and then just drew the pants over it. Don't even fool it.
That's it for now. I might draw a dick in the second half. We don't know.
My mother has seen the tour show live, so she's seen you draw some horrible things.
Yeah.
So.
And she was so nice to me after the show. I thought she was going to hate my segment, but she was so sweet. And she came up and she was like, "I loved your segment." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." It was the highest compliment. Thank you, Ellen.
Yeah, she was very excited when I told her you were on the show. Dan, she's unfamiliar with your work, but she was very excited.
And if she's seen you work with Andrew Rivers, she's going to be pretty impressed by me.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So shady. The shade of it all.
So we have Long John here. You want to do that segment?
Let's do it.
All right. So we have a very special guest on the show right now.
Yeah.
So we have a fantastic comedian and a resident here at Steel City, and we are gonna do African slang.
African slang, with the jingle that I made the quickest ever. So let's get into it. I guess the slang out of
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Down Africa is perfect.
That's amazing. Congratulations, man.
So
That's amazing.
I wonder how I came up with it. You know, crazy. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, John is from Zimbabwe, so John is going to give us a term that is commonly used there, and we're going to have to guess what it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Awesome. So what I have is, I had two, but this is the best one. It's Scop Donoro.
Scop Donoro.
Exactly.
Scop
Okay.
Donoro? How do you spell that?
It's hard to spell, but I'll bring it into two. It's the scope is a it's a body part. The donor is a sound effect.
I don't know a lot about Zimbabwe. I was just going to guess inflation. Like, that's what I was going to guess. I don't know. All right. Okay.
It's a body part with a sound.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Oh, Ellen's having a guess. Let's get Ellen in. This is great.
Yeah. I was going to guess.
I think we're still there.
Wait, Leedy, did your internet freeze?
Are we frozen on your screen?
I froze it on
Oh
our
my
screen.
God.
Really nice thing. You've been smiling, having a good
Oh
time.
my god.
We look
at me.
terrible.
Yeah, we look terrible.
No, you would put this on a T-shirt at a carnival to say you had a good time.
You look like you're on a roller coaster and they snapped you. Like, that's actually the look. Anyway.
Yeah, it's very frozen, but we'll be back in a moment.
All right, Mom, you were guessing.
I'm gonna guess.
Oh, I figured if it was a body part that made noise, that the polite version is a sneeze.
Let's go with the polite version then. John, is that correct?
Oh no.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna go slightly more impolite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, and we'll do specific. When you try to make your underarm make a fart sound when you do that.
Oh my god.
Wow. Nah, you're not even close.
That was actually going to be one of my guesses. I'm like, maybe that's a big thing. I don't know. People love it. All right. What do we got? All right. Body part and a sound. Is it like it's not a? Is it a literal translation or is it a euphemism? What are we doing?
No, it's not. It's not really a literal translation. It's I think it's a euphemism. Yeah.
Is it like the Zimbabwean word for like the rim shot sound effect? You know, like,
What is that?
wait, I think I got one. Give me a sec. Where is it? Like that? Is that the word for that?
Nah.
Damn it.
No.
Because if you think about
you guys are
it, rim
trying.
is body part, and anyway, let's not get into
Fuck
that.
it, you guys are being too PC. You're too PC. All right, is it honking a boob? Is it honking a boob?
Oh no! Let me give you this. It's like, yeah. How can I say it without giving it away? All right, hitting a body part.
Oh, is
it where you like hit your blubber on your stomach?
Oh
and
my god! No.
Is it the knee slap? Like, you know, you do like a joke and you slap your knee, like, it's a good one, like that.
Oh, you guys are trying. Oh my god. Oh, that's so.
Quite minimally.
John, I believe the correct word is we are failing.
Yeah, failing. Like 100%. If I tell you what it is, you'll be so shocked.
Let us in on the secret. What is it?
Okay, so like I said, it's a scope. It's like a body part, right?
Yeah.
Donoro is like the sound effect. So it means you are a fool. But what it means, let me translate it, right? So scope, it means that your head has been hit by somebody, and then you're just a fool.
So it's like what did you hit your head or something, you dummy? Like
exactly. Like scope donoro.
Kind of like the hollow kind of thing. There's nothing in there. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. I honestly thought when you told us the answer, you'd unfreeze. I thought that was what was going on. I was like, oh man, I can't wait for him to be able to move again. That's so
I'm
nice.
bringing my Zimbabwean Wi-Fi, this side. So yeah, I'm feeling at home right now.
What's crazy is I'm literally on the same signal as them.
Oh my goodness, it's terrible.
Yeah, they don't do us.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Long John, for the African slang. We were,
Awesome.
I think, probably worse at that than any other type of slang we've tried, Steve. We were terrible.
Yeah.
We were not even...
Oh, because it was both slang and in another language.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was.
Definitely.
We should call the overarching segment of that should be called Slangwich.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yes. You're speaking my language right now, Steve. I like it. That's good. Yeah, we're definitely going to change that. That means I only need to have one jingle. I was going to swear again, but I stopped because Ellen's here. And midday in Australia is Ellen's time. You know what I mean? Don't fuck with Ellen at midday. Anyway.
I would just like to point out, I have not sworn on this episode yet.
It's noticeable and adorable. Look, my mum's seen my shows.
What did you say, Mom?
There we go.
Back?
I said
We're back here.
Oh, nice.
Thank you so much. Obviously, follow Long John as well on all his socials and stuff. Hilarious guy. Part of the Steel City AF crew, right?
Only fans.
Hey, we only support only Nans on this show.
God damn it!
Yeah,
Back to zero.
The problem, of course, is that when John signed up for OnlyFans, the username Long John was already taken.
Yeah.
That's why I had to add the comedian, because it was... All right, thank you so much. Let's get into Would You Rather, I reckon, Steve. It's about time for a drinks break, right?
Yeah, let's do
For everybody who doesn't know the show, this is 45 seconds for you to do what you like because it's the worst intro of the show. Here we go.
In this time, I'm going to subscribe to new internet. We got 40 more seconds. Mom, how have you been?
Would you rather.
I don't like your new name.
Taylor, what did you do?
Nothing? Nothing happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Dan, let's do the Would You Rather.
All right, the Would You Rather. This week, the question was, would you rather never be able to check the time ever again or not know the difference between a baby and a muffin? It's in the Facebook group. You can vote. Those who are new to the show. Steve, what do you like?
I couldn't live without being able to check the time. First of all, couldn't make flights, or I understand that you make flights sometimes without ever checking the time. But
just gotta
even when I
feel it.
sleep, this is a real thing. I have multiple clocks I can see from my bed, because if I like wake up in the middle of the night and I glance at the time, I can get back to sleep. But if I wake up and then I like wonder what time it is and then I like get up to look at the time, by then I'm up and it takes me a half hour. So like I am very obsessed with knowing what time it is at all times. And so I couldn't do it. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry some baby's going to get accidentally eaten.
I mean, I do like the idea that you know exactly how long it takes you to get back to sleep if you can check the time, because you need to check the time to get back to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think never being able to check the time, that's like, even as someone who lives his life guessing what the time might be. A lot. You do need it for a lot of things, especially our job is essentially, and I know this is bad because it's something I suck at, getting places on time. That's all it is. All we have to do is turn up. We don't have to be good. We don't have to be funny. We just need to be on stage for a certain amount of time, be at a place at a certain time, and that's it. That's the whole job.
Also, imagine not being able to know how much time you have left in your set as well. Like if you're just doing a 10-minute showcase or something, not knowing where you are. Yeah, like I always travel with a clock so I can put it on stage so I know where I am in the set. It's it's about precision. I'm sorry, but some baby's gonna get eaten and some muffins are going in cribs. It's just gonna happen.
Like the not knowing the difference between a muffin and a baby does really go both ways quite horribly, because you're gonna go to like a Starbucks and be like, oh my God, there are 7 babies inside that counter. Someone get them out.
And they've clearly been there for days.
Is that baby $3.50? That's unbelievable.
Hold on a second. Who put a baby's top in there? Why is there only the top of a baby in there?
Well, the baby top is the best for the baby.
Best bit of a baby. That's a sentence. All right. Yeah. Because what? You're going to see people eating babies. You're going to see mothers feeding muffins. Like, it's all going to be... It's tough.
Yeah, and by the way...
That would be a tough world.
I just want to wish everyone a very happy Muffins Day.
Even had... Oh man, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think you got to be able to check the time. You just have to, because the other thing, Steve, is like, have you ever been watching someone else's show and been like, oh my God, how long do they have left? Holy shit, I need to get out of this fucking room. This is brutal.
Yeah, I think but yeah, knowing the time is too important to me. It's just gonna happen. I'll avoid bakeries if I have to. Or, as I might call them, adoption centers.
Airlines just giving you babies for the flight, just being like, yeah, sorry, it's a short flight. Here's a baby. Would you like a baby? Would you like a coffee now that you got your baby?
You're in the
Wrapped in cellophane.
You're in the delivery room. It's a banana nut. It's a banana nut.
You see people take like day-old babies out of bins after work. It's like, oh my god.
Baby gets born and be like, chocolate. That couldn't possibly be mine.
There it is. There's the end of the segment.
It's amazing when we actually do a good job on a segment and get to leave. You know? Like, I like it. Very nice. Steve, we were actually against the grain on this one. 52 votes for never be able to check the time ever again, versus 27 for not know the difference between a baby and a muffin.
Oh no, we were with the populace then. We said not checking the time is our choice, and that's what most people. You can't even check the numbers.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, sorry. Yep, got it. It's amazing. In a 50-50 scenario, I got lost. How tired I am at the moment. That is how strung out my brain is. I just can't think. But I'm going to be fine. I'm going to get a hug from my mum, who's left the premises very quickly. I want you to know that. All right, Steve. We take a regular question. We've been powering through this thing. There's been a lot going on. But Taylor, we could take a regular question just for tradition's sake.
I'll give you a question. I don't know how regular it is. Jake Parker.
From the mighty Jake Parker, long-term supporter of the show. Very, very necessary. How are you, sir?
Sick.
Sick. Oh no.
Sick.
Yeah. So that prompted my question for today. Is there anything specific that your mothers ever did for you every time you were sick? For instance, mine always bought one specific brand of chicken noodle soup. It was, a 95-cent package of it, but even to this day, I gotta have it when I have a cold.
Jake, I come from a Jewish home. We don't
I
buy
figured.
chicken soup. Chicken soup is made, Jake. It is created.
Right.
But that was the running joke of it. They call it, Jewish penicillin, but it really is like that is we get sick, here's some soup. That's how it works.
I mean, can I come visit then? Because
and we were I don't even know. I realize I haven't seen this in forever, so I don't know if this went away or if this is just a thing that I only had as a kid. But Triaminic.
It's still around.
It's still around?
Yeah.
So,
Cough medicine. Cold medicine.
so my mother always had Triaminic, which was, it was like cold medicine, right?
Yeah, it's awful, but it works.
I gotta be honest. I kind of like the orange kind. I would look forward.
You like the orange better.
I would look forward to. I mean, it's within brand. I would look. I would look forward to it. But yeah, and Adam always made fun of me because I liked the cold medicine, but I was like, no, it's good.
I remember that. Some of the cold syrups you had as a kid were pretty tasty. Like, I dip in and out of them in my 20s, just when I'm feeling from a nice natural high. It's a joke, Ellen. Oh my god, I feel like I'm disappointing Ellen. The one that someone said this, they were doing like 7-Up because you guys are American, so obviously you can't just say lemonade because you need to identify your brand because you're capitalists.
Because lemonade isn't carbonated. You crazy?
Lemonade is carbonated.
No!
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it is. Oh my god.
It is, you crazy people.
If my mother was here, she'd be very disappointed in you.
Just like
I brought
Steve
that up.
said, you make chicken soup. You did not carbonate lemonade. No.
Also, by the way, Dan, 7-Up is not lemonade. It is lemon lime.
Also correct.
Yeah.
It honestly is staggering to me that somehow you guys are a world power.
And it doesn't surprise me that you guys started off as a prisoner island. We gonna fight!
I've never seen Taylor discarbonated, in fairness.
As the commercial says, Dan, up yours.
that a thing?
Make 7 up yours was the.
Ah.
Was the
Oh man. Okay. You guys have a whole different thing over there. But sorry, the irony is with lemonade, Australian lemonade, a carbonated lemon beverage. And if we were sick, we would have that, but we'd open it and then make it flat. So you let all the bubbles out and then you drink it.
I'm going to have an aneurysm after hearing that.
Regular lemonade.
You just are making.
I get why one of your prime ministers just disappeared at sea.
Because he heard that you guys don't carbonate your lemonade and just wanted to run away from that fact. That's what he did. Just swim out into the ocean. Trying to find solace. That's like, I think, the most upset I've ever made anyone on this. I was furious when I suggested that lemonade was carbonated. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? 100 episodes and I never knew that. So if I ask for a lemonade in America, it's not. What is it?
As for a lemonade in America, it is
lemon juice, water, and sugar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like orange juice.
So
Well,
what, like?
I would say it's more lemon juice, water, sugar, and sugar.
Yeah. You know, all right, this is very weird, but you know how you guys make like lemonade stands because you make your toddlers open a small business and teach them about the world? Like, you know how you do that?
Yeah, because we
We
send our
had a
children to
lemonade
work.
stand.
Yeah.
Steve had a lemonade stand?
Yep,
Sure.
we did for like 3 days.
The first,
That's 2 more days than usual.
that's
Steve's a capitalist.
I love that there is now evidence that even as a child, Steve really loves selling merch. You gotta do it.
Oh, you have no idea. I got into selling baseball cards early, man. Early.
The thing I wanted to say is that you guys make lemonade stands. We do that in Australia, like the lemonade stands. And we're like, oh, isn't it cute that these stupid children think lemonade is uncarbonated and you just stir sugar and lemon into it? And that's how you guys just have it. I was like, man, yeah, these kids just don't have, like, you know, carbon canisters to fuck in there, you know?
No, they just know beverages better than you. You know what
If
they
I don't
say?
know if you know.
When life gives you lemons, sell them at a markup.
Then buy some limes.
Lemonade was invented in Paris in 1630, so we have the French to blame for this.
That's a very American sentence.
Hey, I don't like admitting I'm wrong, but I might be a little wrong, because to make it in 1630, you use sparkling water.
No! Oh. You shouldn't have said anything, Taylor.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to be the bigger man, not only physically, but mentally.
Steve, Taylor, it's really sweet of you to call me bigger. Steve really takes a shot at my height, and it's hurtful.
Jake, thank you for the question that somehow went there.
Yes.
Can I really quickly share what my family actually does, which I think is crazy when we're sick?
Yeah.
The corporate family is awesome. I want to hear everything about them.
So originally, when we were sick, my family would make scordalia, which is very garlic Greek sauce. But then somehow they figured that's not enough. When we're sick, we're just gonna spoon eat garlic. So we would just eat garlic in bowls by itself when we were ill.
Yes, that is a tip. I've started doing that. You can have like a whole garlic clove and just kind of bite it down, and it's like, all right, it's like gets
Yeah, but we didn't even do like the cloves. We would get like the pre-cut stuff. What's that, Ellen?
And you lived through it.
Yeah.
That's why she's so tiny.
Yeah.
Stunts your growth.
Yeah.
Ray?
Well, I should ask, does it actually work? Because I'm willing to try anything at this point.
Give it a go.
Here we go.
But it brightens off cold.
Do it.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It really works.
It's very spicy though. Like if you actually like bite into it, like it's quite a lot to take, but you'll be fine. And it'll clear you up.
I believe in you. I hope it helps.
Can we get Jake larger, please, if that's possible? I'd like to see his face as you.
Oh my gosh.
He's doing it.
Don't do that.
Oh my god.
He's eating it.
What is wrong with you? Jake.
Alright.
This is good. He seems fine.
Yeah.
I find it
Yeah,
spicy.
this is fine. I don't. What's the problem?
Wait, are you negative for COVID? Because one of the symptoms.
Oh yeah. You might have COVID.
I wish I was joking.
Oh, man.
True.
No, I can taste it. It's just fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, no.
Oh, look, now I feel like a bit of a coward for being like, it's so spicy, this garlic. Yeah. It's a very Caucasian.
How old is that garlic?
I mean, Dan, my palate is so bland that I'm like, ooh, milk, too spicy. Okay. What's the next segment?
We should jump into this or that because it's already been. This is the usual showtime already, Steve. Like we've done beautifully. These questions are submitted by what you'd have to argue, who you argue is the queen of this or that, none other than Savannah. Bye, Savannah. Yep.
The absolute queen. All right, here we go. First up, cake pops or golf?
So just in this game, it's 50-50 options. Steve and I have to guess one, then try and guess what the question it is. So is it cake pops or golf?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need to know what a cake pop is. Because I thought
Cake pop. I'm going to go with cake pop. What am I more likely to get a hole in one?
A cake pop is you take usually leftover cake if you've cut stuff off of it, mix it with frosting, and then you dip it one more time to make it congeal.
It's quite good.
It's like a lollipop of cake.
Yeah.
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 How are any of you alive?
It's not massive. You're talking less than a quarter size. Australian mini.
Not carbonated.
Fuck off.
What's your
Like
guess?
a blow pop.
Like a what?
Oh no,
we're confusing.
Further.
Okay, don't worry about it. I was gonna say golf. Which am I more likely to indulge in given my tax bracket? There we go.
Ooh, very good.
Brilliant. The actual question is, which deserves to be illegal? I'm gonna go with golf. Most boring planet.
Oh, that's how Trump made his money.
Maybe I'm just still bitter about when Jared beat me at putt-putt. I don't know, but
it's an old people sport.
Babies or ranch dressing?
What do I not put in my muffins?
I was going there.
I was gonna go ranch sauce. What don't I have in a jar in my fridge? Bang bang, classic joke.
I was gonna go ranch dressing. What do I refuse to put on a salad?
I was gonna say ranch dressing. What has Mary never called me during sex?
He called you babies? Multiple babies?
Just let it go, Steve. Let's not be sticklers.
All right, how about this? Ranch dressing. What am I more likely to have at my age?
Hey, if your mum's on the Zoom, don't be like that.
Well, the actual question is, what brings more joy? And I would say ranch.
Statistically, just alone.
I don't even like ranch night.
Next up,
All right, who keeps speaking up?
fallopian tubes or barbecue?
Wait, fallopian tubes or barbecue?
Yes.
Barbecue. Barbecue. Which brings more joy?
Barbecue. What's legal in Texas?
Well played. The actual question is, which has more respect in the South?
No, Steve, you just got it right. That's just, you get a correct point. You're up to 3.
All right.
What am I on?
2.5.
Thank you. Just checking.
Ellen's at 1. Ellen had a correct point from earlier in the show.
That's good.
Good. Next up, family or cottage cheese?
Cottage
this is a difficult
cheese?
one. This is a difficult one because I grew up with both. Cottage cheese. What is Fast and Furious not about?
Ooh, I was gonna say I don't mind that. Obviously, I was gonna say cottage cheese. What would I prefer to have at my Christmas? My family is annoying, being the subtext there. Lady, what do you got? What do we like?
The actual question is, what is less controversial during a meal?
Nice.
Cottage cheese for sure.
Like cottage cheese. My dad listens to the radio.
Last but not least, crystals or superiority complex?
Ooh, both.
Oh.
You ever see people with crystals? They have a superiority complex.
Both. What can you find in every apartment in Los Angeles?
I was just gonna say crystals. What are Australians able to admit they have publicly? We can't do a superiority complex. We're very modest people. What do we got? What's the answer?
Oh,
The
wait
answer-
a second. Wait, I got another one. I got another one. Crystals. What can you find in a trailer park?
Wait, we're talking women named Crystal. Obviously, that's what we're going for there.
Both.
Crystal, and we're talking meth named Crystal.
Okay, great. Just checking.
Oh boy, I feel like you guys were kind of on this track, but the question is, what is more white woman?
Oh! Dude, I would like that to be a recurring segment.
What is more white woman? The game.
White woman. You can judge it every week. I like it. All right, thank you so much, lady, for those. Steve, before we get into the polls and get out of here, Taylor has concocted a segment for us, especially for the 100th episode. Taylor, what do we got?
But first, before that, I know it's segment time, and I definitely will do one round of it. Steve, I think this is a great time to show off that cameo you got.
No, I want to do that after the segment.
Perfect. All right, segment first. First, the people have signed up to be a part of a segment. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go wheel of names, and I'm going to select 2 names from this wheel.
Oh boy.
Are we doing the...
No, not for these.
Okay, cool.
So first person, Sarah's not here. So I'm going to go with Allison. Aha! Allison.
Where's Allison?
All right, good. Allison, I think you're here? Yes. So we're going to put Allison on screen, and then we're going to go one more time. And then if the person's not here, I'll just go whoever's next on the list.
Love it.
Hannah, I know you're here. Abby, I know you're here. Hannah, excellent.
Hey.
All right. So, those 2 people will be on screen. What I have concocted is we will be doing Who's Colder with these 2 people, and Steve and Dan have to tell us who's X or Y.
Oh.
So, Dan, whenever you're ready, it's time for wheel sounds.
3, 2, 1.
All right, whose folder between Hannah and Allison? Whose folder? Good luck.
Well, because obviously it's not who is folder, because that's not how it's conjugated whose. So we're actually answering whose folder is it? Like, who is the owner of this folder?
Good catch. I didn't think you would.
I just wanted Ellen to know I went to law school, you know? Just gotta...
I'm going to say Allie because her mother is there, and I think her mother has a folder of her stuff from when she was a kid.
Oh.
I like that. I was going to go Hannah because by capitalizing both H's in her name, she kind of resembles a folder, you know?
Is it symmetrical?
Yeah.
Yeah, the folder. It's a little bit and then a bigger bit to keep it all tightly contained.
All right, that was quick. Let's do one more topic. How about that?
Sure.
With these
Love
two.
it. We're spinning it again?
Yep. Oh.
3, 2, or whatever. We're doing it. We're making it happen.
Who's Mulder? Like from X-Files.
Yep.
Oh my god.
So,
This
I mean,
is a
who?
tough one because you know how I say there's always a right answer.
Yes.
Also, the truth is out there.
That's true. The right answer is out there. Look, I'm going to say Hannah again because she's outdoors, which makes her more likely to find the truth that is out there. And she is also out there.
I'm going to say Allie again because she's already found the truth out there and now she's relaxing at home.
Oh.
But who would be more likely? Oh no, see, who would be more likely to partner up with Gillian Anderson? That's the real question. Because Allie's also part of a team right now and working with a lady, which would probably help her be Mulder.
But Allie already has a partner. There's no room for Scully. So, Hannah. There's no real answer to this, guys.
Yeah.
This is pure silliness.
But come on, if you were gonna who's more likely to believe in aliens, it would be Hannah because of those glasses. You know what I mean?
But also, Allie, I believe you came to the Buffalo show. Is that right? Are you upstate?
Yeah, upstate.
Upstate. So if you are in Western New York, much more likely to believe in aliens.
Oh, that's true.
Then when Hannah lived in a cottage in the woods, come on,
Leedy, I need you to tie break.
What was? I'm sorry, I have my guess.
Oh shit!
Ryan.
Hey, the answer's Rob Ryan. Look at him.
Yeah, who's more likely to be Mulder? Rob
Yeah,
Ryan.
we'll
Lock
ask.
it in.
Yeah, Rob Ryan would know. Who between Hannah and Allie is more likely to be Mulder from X-Files?
Oh, of course. Well, that's easy because, their hairs are more like skulls. So they're Scully. So this one. So Hannah's got to be Mulder.
There it is. There it is.
Tiebreaker. But I would like to submit that Rob Ryan and Lady could go to a costume party as Mulder and Scully very easily. You know, just very little would have to change.
I would also like to point out that Rob started answering that question with, "Oh, of course."
Yeah, I love that. I was all there for that. Couldn't get enough. All right, thank you, Rob Ryan, for the tiebreaker. Thank you, Hannah and Allie.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now Dan, I told you last week that I was getting a special cameo for the show.
Yes.
We often at shows get asked, who is our favorite comedian?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you usually say?
Steve Hofstetter.
No, you don't.
I was just trying to get booked on the next tour, Steve. I've just got to, my financial situation is bleak.
Come on, who do you usually say?
What I say, like Patrice?
Who's your favorite living comedian?
What? I feel like I'm getting tricked. Am I getting tricked? It's Bill Burr.
No. Who is your favorite living comedian? You've said this on stage like 8 times.
Yeah, but Steve, I'm drunk. What?
Fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Well, how about we answer for him, Steve? He seems a little confused.
Right. Ladies
I'm
and
very
gentlemen,
puzzled.
a cameo from Dan Muggleton's favorite comedian. It was so difficult to get this, but I wanted to get it. It's the 100th episode. So play it.
Is it Andrew Rivers?
Daniel, or should I say, hey, Daniel, or should I say, good day, mate? Rivers here, but you knew that. You're my biggest fan. That's why your friend Steve Hofstetter bought you this cameo so I could wish you a happy birthday or whatever. 100 episodes. Congrats. Are you the Thunder from Down Under guy? That's so I'm a big fan. Oh, ask us everything. Still great. 100 episodes, amazing. Congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment. I wish I could be there to see it, but I've got to wash my cat. But I'll tell you what, when you make it to 200 episodes, I'll be your first guest. How about that? I gotta keep this short. I'm not feeling great. I have COVID. But don't worry, I'll be fine. Not the first time I brought home a disease from tour, you know what I'm saying? It is the first time we went away in a week, though. But, what else do people say on these cameos? Meow. Look, my cat's getting angry. I gotta go, but good luck on your Zoom thing, and I'm sure it's gonna go great. And don't forget to buy some merch, all right?
I love it.
The only cameo where they paid you.
Yeah, that cost Andrew $45.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm really confused when he said my favorite comedian. I was like, what?
Because you were just like, I can't get a cameo for myself.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Leo Muggleton doesn't know how to do cameo. But look, that was very thoughtful, Steve. Thank you very much. I hope you didn't pay him for it. But other than that, you know, is it actually? Does he have cameo?
No. He just sent me a video and we put the cameo logo on.
Oh.
It took me 10 seconds to put that cameo logo on there.
Yeah. No,
Come on.
because like I saw the cameo thing on there and I'm like, I'm pretty sure is that on there? Is that on all of them? I don't know. It was fun. Well, thank you very much. It's very thoughtful, Steve. I didn't get you anything, which is actually a more valuable gift than a cameo from Andrew Ritter. Too easy. All right, just very, very quick. Taylor, you've got some polls, sir?
Yes.
Some polls?
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's get the poll results.
Let's do it. All right, so we're now in the semifinals of the Keanu bracket. So these have already previously won. So now I'm going to pick 2 from these top 6 to go on to the next round. Your choices were Monty Python, Judge Dredd, Wedding Singer, Pitch Perfect, League of Their Own, and Waterworld. Now, the first seed, the overall winner, is Monty Python. Absolutely. But we have a 3-way tie. For second one. So I will need how am I going to do this?
How about My Mother Breaks the Tie?
Yep, just yeah, okay. So between between Judge Dredd, Pitch Perfect, or The League of Their Own, which movie would you want to see Keanu Reeves in?
Pitch Perfect.
There it is. Pitch Perfect, number 2.
Very good answer.
Excellent.
Keanu Reeves is going to do the cup song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
They're gonna do it in like bullet time, like in the Matrix, like, you know.
And we'll keep Ellen on for this because our second question is Mother's Day themed. How do you make lame Mother's Day gifts better?
Sure.
Here are examples: macaroni art, but instead of macaroni, it's precious gems. So there's that. Next one: a voucher for a chore done, except the chore is done, and it's a voucher for wine. Flowers, but instead of flowers, it's a garden you help plant. A gift card for dinner, but it's not Applebee's, it's for a better place. And finally, and the winner and my favorite, instead of breakfast in bed, you leave her alone for 10 goddamn minutes. That is your winner for the poll. Guys, take it away.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Taylor. Great polls. Thank you, Ellen. Would you like to say any words? This is usually the bit where we say a couple of words. You can freestyle. You can do whatever you like, or nothing.
Well, thank you very much. I've had a lot of fun, and you have some good friends, funny friends.
Mom, thank you very much. Happy Mother's Day, and I am just so happy to know that the most disappointing I've ever been was to be Adam.
I
could have written that better.
About that one, I'll tell you.
Don't be embarrassed. It was perfect.
Adam can never beat Steve again. It's over. Like, it's just a lock. Any argument. Remember that time my mum was most disappointed in me when I was you? Yep, nailed it. Over. Done. Done and done. Well, thank you so much, Ellen. If you enjoyed the show, we do have a Patreon you can sign up to.
For the people who are new here, I hope you enjoyed the show. We do this every week. Typically, it's Monday nights. I even do it from the road. Please continue to come watch. It's such a fun show. It's my favorite thing that I'm a part of. You can join the Patreon and watch episodes for just $10 a month. You get tickets to every single. Is it $10 a month, right?
25 a month for everything. But
$10 a month
for every
gets you
episode.
past episodes, right?
$5 gets you past episodes. $10 gets you one free episode a month and all the past episodes. 25 is access to everything. 50 is the guest list. 100 is a T-shirt, and 200 is a personalized thing from Lady, plus everything else. You know, it's like there's levels. There's levels to this thing.
The point is, I don't pay attention, but
That's also a tier. You pay nothing.
for 25 bucks.
Call Adam.
So that becomes it's depending on how many Mondays are in a month. That's $5 to $6 an episode. But please join the Patreon. Keep watching. It's such a fun show to be a part of, and I hope you join our Facebook group as well, where you can get more content.
Yeah, and vote on things. And we got more clips coming. People loving the clips, Steve, from like the live shows we did. We got to do a bit more of that, I reckon.
Yeah.
The live clips. Anyway, so thank you so much for supporting the show. It is truly the weirdest thing we do. And I realized that when I was looking for something to post to tell people this was on, and there was that episode where both Steve and I were just on ladders for a while for no reason. And I was like, great. That's what this show is pretty much about. But yes, I do really appreciate it. Obviously, you saw Dane Simpson, you saw Long John, you saw Rob Ryan. They're all comedians. Follow them as well. And other than that, I think it's, Steve, the best part of the show, some Leedy drawings. Let's end this thing properly, huh?
Yeah.
Draw me Leedy one more time.
Here we go. Oh my god, I have backup dancers for this segment. I've never had that before. Here we go.
You also know Rob well enough to know that once you suggest a bit, he's gonna do the bit.
That's absolutely true. Big guy. Oh no, he's gone. No more backup dancers.
He looks like a confused Jesus trying to swim somewhere.
He is his own Jesus fish.
Wait, you guys said I was the best part of the show? You didn't know that Rob Ryan would be here. Oh boy. Here we go. So first up, I attempted to draw as many of the poll answers as I could. So here's the quick one that I made of the cup song. And then I have... and last but not least, A League of Their Own.
Oh, yes!
Zoom in on that sweet, sweet leg. Oh.
It's such a nice leg.
All right, on to some drawings from the show. I have Dane's grave.
I love that they put it at the end of the bar also.
Of course. I mean, you can't take up too much space.
You gotta put it in the no service area, you know?
Then I've got that.
I'm eating a blueberry.
How jarring is this experience knowing none of the context for this?
I know nothing.
Then I've got that one.
God, are we seeing a montage of the muffin growing up?
I do wish I had been that clever, but no. Last but not least, I have how hard-headed was little Steve? Scale from 1 to 10. That is it for me.
It was actually like what a baseballers' foreheads look like in the 80s. Thank you so much, Leedy. As always, during the show, you know Leedy, you love Leedy. Follow her as well. She's got her own Patreon. It's all happening. Steve, anything to tell these lovely people? Or should we get the hell out of here?
early tomorrow morning, I go on tour with Leedy and Rob and Chris Bowers, and we're also going to be joined by Mark Shimkitz, who's a Pittsburgh comic. And we're going, sprinting out west. So we're starting in Indiana. We go over to Nebraska. We just keep going west. Then we do a huge tour of Canada. My first time in Canada in 3 years. Very excited about it. At some really awesome venues there as well, including like a 700-seat theater. So
Awesome.
check out the shows. They're all on my website, and come say hi to us.
Yeah, and as always, I know not many of you, if any of you, are in Australia, but I got my big show coming up at the Sydney Comedy Festival, 500 seats. If you know anyone, let them know. It would be, and I'm so glad it's going to be fucking over. I've done so many shows. Oh my god. Anyway, so yes, please do send them. It's a good show. You're going to like it. And on the Steve, we're still trying to figure it out, but I might cameo in the flesh on the US tour somewhere. We're trying to line it up. We'll figure it out. And obviously, as the Flamingo family, you'll be the first to know. Thank you for bringing your mums. Thank you for not making my mum freak out. This genuinely was her worst nightmare. As always, see you next Tuesday. Have a good one. Bye. Catch you later.
Bye.